The vlog is basically going to be me chatting about like my ideas development. So basically I had this idea primarily to have this girl who's kind of a lone ranger, and it's kind of based around a government theme, and she's kind of like trying to get out of it, and you know, it kind of goes on from there, kind of explaining, like, I wouldn't say it's apocalyptic, I would say it's almost apocalyptic. Yeah, it didn't go anywhere. So me and Ben talked about the idea, and there wasn't really much of, you know, meaning to the video. Like, it was just someone in a government scheme. There's nothing that I wanted to point out about the video, you know, every video has a meaning. And so, and also with like the government, it just gets big, and you know, I have a maximum of 10 minutes for the video, so I had to think about it, and then I decided that, you know, it was far too big for what I wanted. You know, I was thinking a big thing and trying to get it down to 10 minutes. It wasn't really going to work. I had a look on a couple of websites. One of them was YouTube, obviously, and then the other one was Short of the Week. It's basically this website that finds short videos and say, you know, this is the best for the week. And there was one that was about a couple of months ago that came out. It was called Terrence, and it was basically this guy who was suffering from depression, and he was kind of explaining like what people thought about him that, you know, that didn't know about the depression. And I thought, you know, that's a good way of kind of expressing out there, you know, because you know, it's always good to express how you feel and, you know, what you're going through, and, you know, hopefully people will start to understand if, you know, that comes out, and it's kind of informative, and, you know, it helps everyone else. It's not just a story, it helps everyone else that's watching it. You know, they say, oh, I'm thinking about it, you know, I have a friend who's kind of like that, maybe I should go talk to them or something. You know, it kind of plays with your mind. It's kind of melodramatic in a way, it kind of plays with your emotions. And so I thought, what kind of plays with my emotions? And I automatically thought of my mum. It's going to get very personal. Basically, my mum suffers from stage 1 emphysema, or COPD asthma. I'm not going to try and pronounce what COPD stands for. COPD is a group of lung diseases. It has bronchitis, emphysema, and something destructive airways disease. And it's a big thing, you know, you don't really see it, you know, it's not a big thing that kind of points out to you. You know, the main thing that you think about with lung disease is like lung cancer. So basically my mum got it from smoking, but it was about 5 years ago she was diagnosed with it. And, you know, since then I was like, okay, she's going to be coughing for a bit, but, you know, it's nothing too bad, you know, we never worried about it too much. I mean, when, you know, in the winter when she started to cough properly, you know, it was you find so much statistics about it, you know, that I found out like 3 million people, you know, they could live with it, but only 900,000 know in the UK. That's just in the UK. Recently, Leonard Nimoy died, and then the media said that he died of COPD, and that kind of struck me. It's like, shit, okay, my mum's gonna die of this. But, you know, as I thought about it, I thought, okay, it's going to get harder. I know it's going to, you know, deteriorate and everything. I mean, nothing's really working, but so I decided to kind of make a documentary about it. I just think it'll just kind of help people, you know, just say, you know, what people go through. I mean, people usually think the cough that my mum has at the moment is just basically, you know, she's got a cold or something. And I find that a lot with my research, but I just think that it's going to be harder, obviously, but I feel like it would be better if I tell people about it. I mean, I know it's not, I don't suffer from it, I'm just someone who knows someone that I love very much, who's suffering from it. And I just think that if I do this documentary, it'll make me feel better, as well as letting other people know that, you know, this is something people go through. I mean, I think it'd be alright, really. I'm going to ask my mum if I can interview her so I can use that in the documentary. I'm going to ask one of her friends who's has kind of the same thing, but she has bronchitis instead. And today I emailed, the British Lung Foundation, asking them any information that they had and maybe I'll interview like a doctor or someone who knows or practices or specializes in lung diseases and stuff, and then I'll kind of put it together after that. And I was thinking about it, and there was a video that had stop motion animation just to kind of explain some of the stuff, and I thought, it's a pretty good idea. It looked pretty good, but I may just have to kind of test stuff out first. So I think that is it I need to do. Not sure. So yeah, if so, I'll just have to kind of add stuff on in the end. Sorry, I had a bit of a rant, but it, kind of helps. So, done.